The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says South Africa must assist African states turn this around as the chair of the AU. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says South Africa, as the chair of the African Union this year, must assist African states to turn this around.
South Africa is also a country in which human rights are extremely important, and that for us is vital, especially in the south, to have a southern felt human rights commitment, which is also a lesson sometimes to the developed world, where people sometimes talk a lot about human rights but not necessarily practice them in many aspects.
Instruments of justice in the continent are decrying lack of enough support. The African Court of Peoples and Human Rights, for example, says it does not have full membership from the whole continent.
There is only 30 countries out of the 54, 55 composing the African Union that have ratified the protocol. And we want all the countries. We want universal ratification. All the member states of the African Union should ratify the protocol. Our population, our people need to be protected by this mechanism. So we hope that on the theme, one of the subjects of in the agenda, to encourage the states to ratify the protocol of the court. Not only that, but to make the declaration, because there is also the declaration to allow citizens, NGO, to have direct access to the court.
The Arusha-based African Court says it is unfortunate that some states are still refusing to honor the court. In 2019, the Tanzanian government withdrew the right of individuals and non-governmental organizations to directly file cases against it at the African Court. The court says such instances make it ineffective.
It's very unfortunate because they are the same one who have created the court, and now the court is doing its job perfectly, using the treaties, the protocol, the international law. And now that when we decide, when we give a decision that condemn them, that sanction them, now they refuse to implement, or even some want to withdraw their declaration. It's their right, but I think we should have some discussion.
The court plans to have regular meetings with member states to explain its work and how valuable it is in reducing human rights violations in the continent. Colette Wanjohi, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.